I'm gonna show you how to be a stalker. Not this kind of stalker, but this kind of stalker. One that can make amazing chicken stock that'll make you never buy from the store ever again. A recipe you can save and use forever, and it'll be good for anything that you decide to make. The secret to any good stock is in the bones. This right here is where the magic happens. This right here is what makes a great stock. You can save the bones from chickens that you process throughout the week, or if you want to make things easier, you can just buy them straight from your local butcher. Sometimes they even give them away for free, just to get rid of them, just like that. We're going to be browning these in the oven, so we're going to start by generously rubbing them with oil. Once they're nice and oiled up, use a wire metal rack just like this so that the airflow is better and that the bones can roast more evenly. And here's a pro tip. A gap of space about this much should be fine, but you really don't want them touching. Now roast your bones at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 to 50 minutes. And when it's done, they should look like this. Brown, slightly charred, and dare I say somebody should make a dang candle out of this because it smells amazing. Blah, 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 blah. If you in an apartment, it's gonna be really smoky, so build something like this to get all the smoke out. Now get yourself something big enough to hold a lot of liquid, something about this size. Now we're gonna drop all our bones inside of our pot. And all of that chicken fat, heck yeah. At this point, we're ready to put in some water into our chicken bones. I'm gonna add some water until it just reaches right above it, about 1 inch above the bones. I'm gonna go ahead and put that to boil while I work on my vegetables, just so we're not wasting time and we're more efficient. I'm gonna be working with a simple mirepoix which consists of onions, celery, and carrots. For the celery, I'm using 3 stalks. You don't have to do anything perfect or crazy. We're just gonna rough chop that. And then for the carrots, I'm using 2 of those. Again, rough chop is good. You don't have to be perfect. Then lastly, the same thing goes for our onion. We're using 1 yellow onion, and I'm getting rid of this bottom part right here because it is dirty and you don't want to put that in your stock. Rough chop again, and we're going to leave the skin on because that's extra flavor right there. You're not going to be consuming that, so don't worry too much about putting it into your stock. If you know me, I absolutely love garlic in anything, so we're going to be putting that in there. But you cannot just put it in there with skin and all. You got to crush it. If you don't crush it, there's no flavor present, so go ahead and give those bad boys what they deserve. Ah yes, that is flavor protruding out of there. That's what we want. Now we're ready to put in our vegetables. This is going to be the secondary flavor to our whole liquid, and we're going to add it directly to the bones. Once it's up to the boil, bring it down to the simmer, and then we're going to occasionally skim the top off of it. And don't worry, I didn't forget any of the herbs. Those go in last because if you were to put it in right now, it would make it bitter or it would mute the flavor altogether. And because we like flavor, we're going to do things properly, all right? We're going to do it the El-Cook way. That being said, you're going to simmer your stock for 90 minutes, and in the last 30 minutes, that's when we're going to add our fresh herbs. I'm doing a very simple rosemary, thyme, and sage. Very classic. You can't go wrong with it. If you add that to anything, it's going to taste really good. And it also complements chicken specifically really well for some reason. Now that we're finishing up our stock, I think it's about time I told you why these bananas are here. I am secretly a monkey. Anyways, 2 hours later, our stock should look just like this. Look at how beautiful the color is. It's absorbed all of those juices from the chicken, as well as infused with all those vegetables, the garlic and the herbs. It's just simply a beautiful work of art that we created. If you want an average looking stock, you're gonna strain it 1 time through a colander. But if you want a nice high quality stock, you're gonna pass that 1 more time, but through cheesecloth. Cheesecloth is way more fine and it'll get those tiny particles out, leaving you with a more clear stock. It's beautiful. You want this and you don't want the clumpy bits in there. And here you have rich, flavorful, velvety chicken stock made homemade, better than anything that you can get at the store. Not that the store stuff is bad, but once you try this, you'll never want to go back to that stuff. So if you want to make your rice, do chicken stock. If you want to make basic soup, do chicken stock. This is a really good tool to add body to any dish or sauce. This can last up to 5 to 7 days in the fridge. Or if you're really smart and you want to plan ahead, you can freeze it and use this for a later time. This is vegetable stock. This is not chicken stock, but I made this in case I wanted to use it for the future, saving me so much time whenever I plan to use it. Oh, and this can last about 2 to 3 months in the refrigerator. Freezer, I mean. And there you have it, my El-Cooks, how to make an amazing chicken stock. Little by little, taking things that you used to buy from the store and making it homemade. Let me know what you would use this chicken stock for. And if you're here until the end, thank you so much. I'm still new to this long form thing, so I appreciate your support, your eyes, and your likes.
Thank you.
Leave me a comment so I can respond to you. And as always, babies, te amo.